Not your grandma's cookies, but totally your grandma's cookies. Ho, 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 ho. Hello again, good morning, and welcome back to my channel for my 50th video release. You know, when I started this journey 4 months ago, my initial plan was to do one video a week, figuring I'd hit my 50th video in July of 2022. Never did I think that I would find myself so invested to be churning out this much content. But as the subscribers have continued to rise and the views have crept up, it's kept me wanting to do more and more for you, so thank you for coming along this ride with me. Now, before we get too deep into today's episode, where we continue to scour this year's lineup of Christmas festive treats, I did want to issue a special shout out to whomever this anonymous person was at Walmart. This person is certainly a viewer of the channel, reacting appropriately to my review of the Elf on a Shelf cereal, and I can't thank you enough. You're doing the Lord's work. Now, hopefully today's taste test is going to end a whole lot better than that Kellogg's monstrosity did, and we're going to be staying north of the border in my home country of Canada with 2 new limited time cookie treats from Leclerc's. Now, if you're not familiar with Leclerc's, they're a cookie distributor from Quebec that was founded over 100 years ago. And the celebration part of their lineup is what we're working with today, which is their gourmet line. And what makes them gourmet cookies? I'm not exactly sure, to be completely honest with you. What I do know is that the entire lineup of the celebration cookies are slapped with a layer of chocolate on the top, so maybe that's what makes them gourmet. Incidentally, going into this, I thought that I was unfamiliar with Leclerc's, and I was really feeling like an awful Canadian and an even worse Quebecer, which is where I was born and raised, although I try not to admit that too frequently. But when I did my Googling, I realized that these are basically the exact same cookies that I always see being gifted at Christmas time. Now, it's not the same brand, but you know the ones I'm talking about. They come in those purple tin boxes, and almost all of them are butter cookies with a chocolate coating on them. There's a couple of wafers in there that are covered in chocolate, those weird cookie straws that taste like dust. My wife calls them grandma cookies, so there you go. Leclerc's, not your grandma's cookies, but totally your grandma's cookies. Anyway, today's cookies are ones that your grandma hasn't had before, probably, and that's this year's gingerbread cookie topped with milk chocolate and the eggnog truffle butter cookies made with real milk chocolate, and both available just for a limited time this holiday season. And I think I'm going to start with the gingerbread because you know how I love me some gingerbread. All right, these are exactly as I remember them from the grandma tin. They are, okay, we lost one. That one's rock hard. Let's grab another one. All right, this one's broken. Here, you can get a nice cross section. Nothing's different. It's rock hard with a weird, waxy chocolate in the middle. You know, come on, Leclerc's. I'm praying for some great flavor on the gingerbread because I'm a little nervous right now. Santa, am I on the naughty list? What the hell did I do to deserve that? This is nothing. It tastes like nothing. It's like chewing on particle board with a layer of brown candle wax on top. Does your company have taste testers, Leclerc's? Like, who okayed these on the production floor? Did your taste testers forget to take their COVID face masks off before inserting the cookie in their mouths? Legit. You've survived 100 years on the backs of grandmas everywhere who don't like change. But what are you gonna do when it's just us left? You know, we have options, we have other companies, and I'd sooner buy a saltine cracker and top it with a hunk of Jersey milk, and it would probably be a much more satisfying snack than this thing. Holy hell, am I the crazy one? I gotta find out. I wasn't gonna do this today, but I've changed my mind. I'm gonna check out some online reviews and just make sure I'm not completely insane. God. Okay. This first review I found is from someone named R, who's in full agreement with me, indicating they must be under the age of 75. They give this product 1 star and write, not actually gingerbread. This is some really weak gingerbread. They taste like the usual cookie with a hint of molasses and not much else. No gingerbread spices or texture present. I think if you have COVID, you'll enjoy them since they have no flavor anyway. One person found this helpful. And now to be fair, even though I don't think they deserve it, I'm gonna balance this out with a positive review that I saw just because I assume there is a market for this tripe, and it comes from K Sailor 55. Now I assume that 55 is the year of her birth, putting her at a spry 66 years old, and they give this product 5 stars, writing, delicious cookies for a gingerbread lover. Got these from my daughter-in-law as a treat while she was recovering from a fall. She loved her gingerbread, and these did not disappoint. One person found this helpful. So there you go, straight from the mouth of K Sailor 55. If you're someone who has fallen and are severely concussed, you might be led to believe these taste like gingerbread. All right, let's move on. Maybe the eggnog truffle is where the company gets back into my good graces. All right, let's take a look at the image on the front of this box. It looks like we're gonna have some eggnog cream layered in between the chocolate. And I assume this brown thing here is the crayon they melted down to make that chocolate. Now I actually want to share the French side of this box too, and this is for the anglophones in the house. So eggnog in French is called lait de poule. Lait de poule, literally translated, and I swear to God I'm not making this up, milk of chicken. Milk of chicken. Even the thought of those 3 words in a row makes me want to gag. How has Quebec ever sold a box of lait de poule in their entire lives? Do you remember that one episode of The Simpsons where the children are drinking rat's milk at Springfield Elementary because of budget cuts? I feel like the theme of that episode was probably drawn from lait de poule. The writers were sitting around going, you wouldn't believe what they drink in Quebec. They have milk of chicken. Anyway, let's get this done and over with, because my continuing to say lait de poule is genuinely starting to turn my stomach. There you go. That is not eggnog. What the hell is that? For God's sakes, Leclerc, have you ever tasted flavor in your lives? How can you go into the food manufacturing business and pump this stuff out? This doesn't taste a thing like eggnog. I think I got milk of chicken. Guys, I'm upset these are being sold on the market because these are a total scam. They're not cookies. Even in their most basic, broken down form, they're not cookies. And they can't even be repurposed for their original use, which was as drink coasters, because they put that stupid layer of vinyl chocolate on top, which is gonna melt when I put my coffee mug on top of it. These serve absolutely no purpose. They're neither food nor household object. So here's my advice for you this holiday season, and I am speaking directly to grandmas everywhere right now. Stop buying this brand. Just don't. And if you think I'm kidding about who these are marketed to, here's a review from Jamie who gives them 3 stars and writes, yummy cookies. The flavor was really good, but I found them a little hard to chew with fake teeth in. So this is my plea. And unfortunately, my channel doesn't do very well with the 75 to deceased demographic. So here's what I need you to do. I need you to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share the crap out of this video to grandmas everywhere so that they get the word. This is our only hope to save humanity from these possessed cookies.